Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Zarina Beauty. Okay, so I have been thinking a lot about 2020, right? Which got me into contemplation mode, and I started thinking about 2010. And to my surprise, every single thing that I wanted to achieve in 2010, I got, except it was like spread out throughout the next 10 years, right? I thought in my head that I was gonna get everything in 2010 when I had wanted to get those things, right? So I went back to like the 17-year-old Simonial. What did that Simonial want? She was really into spirituality, she was into tarot, she wanted to be an actress, she wanted to be an author. She was really into meditation, she wanted to travel the world, fall in love, just have fun, and literally I got all of those things. I published my book. I am an actress. I was in CSUB's play in 2017, which was great. I mean, I don't think I'm that good of an actress, but I did it and I wanted to, and that's all that matters, And then I did fall in love. I did travel. I did all kinds of cool, fun things in this past 10 years. So think about it. Where were you in your life in 2010? Were you with a person that you married, that you had kids with? Were you at a job that you're now you got promoted, you're like the boss there or the manager or a higher position? Were you working on a book that is now published? All these things, go back to that time in 2010 when you were 10 years younger. And what is it that you wanted at that time? And then think about it, how did those things manifest into your life in the next 10 years? Because that's what happened to me, So write down every single thing that you want for 2020. Write it down because it will manifest in the next 10 years. Also, throw away every single thing, every single thing that is not serving you. Whether it's an actual physical thing or if it's a habit. Because if you don't take at least one step into changing that, it's gonna go with you to 2020. And you don't wanna do that, Also, one thing that I wanna mention is that everybody thinks that their life is gonna change on January 1st. And that is not the case. In fact, I hate to burst your bubble, but that's not even the real new year. It is not. It makes no sense for humanity to celebrate a new year in the middle of a season, and that too winter, when everything is dead. Makes no sense to me. Does that make sense to you? No, it doesn't. Let me tell you a little lesson. This is consumerism, okay? They decided to do this holiday cheer thing back in the day, in the 1500s, where everything was cold and dead and people were just depressed because there was no food, there was nothing to look forward to at all. They needed an event. They were boom, New Year's, that's what we're gonna do. I mean, yeah, it has something to do with Earth rotating and stuff too, but whatever. I'm just giving you my 2 cents, okay? So the true New Year begins in springtime. That's why a lot of cultures throughout humanity have celebrated the coming of spring, because it's newness. I know we have the Persian New Year's, we have Indians celebrate Holi, which is celebrating spring. So it's all of these new things come in springtime. And so really make that conscious choice of leaving things that you don't want to take with you into this next season, because this next season of your life, which is going to be spring, will be the foundation of the next 10 years of your life. I'm not kidding. So number 1, write down every single thing that you want to achieve in the next 10 years, okay? Every single thing, no matter how crazy it is, okay? Even if it's 15 million subscribers on YouTube, I'm just saying, right? And then, number 2, get rid of all the old stuff, whether it's a relationship, a job, a habit, anything and everything that you can get rid of it. And if it's something that's a addiction, I have a sugar addiction, we'll talk about that some other time. But anyways, so if you have an addiction like that, take one step into going to a place where you would like. So for example, for me, I'm not going to eat sugar at all on Wednesdays and Thursdays. Those 2 days, I'm not going to eat sugar at all, because this is something I want to change going into 2020, is reducing my sugar intake, which is a lot right now. But anyways, So, well, yeah, it is a lot. I'm not gonna lie. But, so yeah, so do everything. I mean, really construct your life to how you would want it to be in like for the next 10 years, you know? Because you can achieve every single one of those things. You really can. Because that's what I did. Literally, like, I remember when I was 18 years old, I made a list of everything that I wanted. And everything like 2010, like this was me in 2009, actually. I made a list of all the things that I wanted in 2010, you know? And I got them all in divine time, which is the best time, you know? Because I was ready for it. The situation was ready for it. The circumstances were ready for it, and boom, it happened, and I had a good time. I traveled, I did this, I did that, I wrote a book, I learned how to sing, you know? So it was great. So really think about that, and it's really, really important. I'm gonna also get rid of like all my old clothes, my old shoes, just things that I don't want to carry energetically with me. And it's gonna feel good and lighter. And I have done this previous years, but this is gonna be like a big cleanup, you know? And also, one thing that I would add to this is that really, 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 really think about what it is that you, or where it is that you want to be in 2030. I'm not gonna lie, some of us are gonna die, some of us are gonna have kids, some of us are gonna buy a house, you know, different things for different people, because we're all on different timelines. But I'm telling you, once you really make up the mind, like this is actually an exercise that I'm teaching you, like take a piece of paper and make up your mind that every single thing that I'm gonna write on this paper is going to manifest, and like literally watch it happen. But yeah, another thing I want to share with you, which is like totally random, but my manicure. It looks so pretty. I was feeling kind of like blue frosty, so I went for this color. I'm just gonna start showing you guys my manicures now, and I did this myself, so yeah. And anyways, let me know, comment below, like where do you want to see yourself in 10 years? Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? Who do you want to forgive? That's another thing. Forgive people whose baggage you just don't want to take. So I'm talking about ex-boyfriends, ex-lovers, ex-best friends, ex-whatever, you know, or just toxic people in your family that you don't want to really, like, you know. We all have toxic people in our family. Some more than others, but we all got them, right? So either make amends with them or make amends with yourself. Like, okay, this person is toxic. I can't do anything about it. I'm going to move on. You know what I mean? So whatever works for you. But literally do that. I'm gonna do this tonight, actually. I don't think I'll share my list because it's very personal and private, and I can't show all my like crazy ideas, right? But I'm gonna do it, and I really encourage you to as well. Anyways, I will talk to you later. Zoop. Oh my gosh. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you. I really need a script.